Hello, Miraculous, Tales of Ladybug, and I guess Cat Noir, Season 5, Episode 27. I mean, I will say I don't have high hopes for this, because, the last things I saw of Miraculous was the movie and then the Season 5 finale. So my, excitement for Miraculous at the moment is, at an all-time low. But we'll see. I'll give it a shot. What I know about this is the fact that, like Katie told me, oh god, how long ago was that? It's not canon, and it is set, I think, before the finale, so maybe still is canon, but just an episode that was supposed to happen before Season 5 finale. And it's about plastic. It's an environmental episode about reducing plastic, I guess. Which I guess would make sense because, I think France are going, very hard on, removing single-use plastics. Which I think is good. Plastic is good for the environment, but not in the environment. If you're able to keep plastic out of the environment, then plastic is great. But the problem is, keeping it out. We'll see. What else? Oh yeah, also Kitty left a comment. I'll put the comment here, up there, which was basically what I thought about every single episode in Season 5. I thought that was a great comment. And yeah, you can see, right there, that was my opinions of all those episodes. Yeah, I'm recording this on the 14th of October? Yes, October. Oy vey, let's go. Alright, there actually is Cat Noir. Or Adrian. They're like, oh, Adrian gave you a Mandarin lesson. Yeah. Okay. Because I do know that in Paris, I think they're in the process of cleaning it for the Olympics or something. Because they want them to be able to swim in that river. It's not safe to swim in it at the moment. But they have plans of making it safe until, I guess, the next Olympics. So this is okay. So this episode was obviously the Paris government telling them, make an episode about this. You can kind of tell because the animation quality is a bit bad. And it's all made of plastic. Alright. Make it so that you punish people for throwing plastic in the fucking river and all that. Make the companies that produce the single-use plastics, make them pay for the what's called cleaning efforts. That's what we do in Sweden. Even though even here in Sweden, plastics are being phased out for, alternatives. Oh, okay. He's called the king of plastics. So what's gonna happen is that he's gonna feel threatened when it comes to his business. And he's gonna get like akumatized to keep plastic, still keep it going. Welcome in. I have a meeting with him. Sounds good to me. Alright, he's a big fan. He's like, you're popular. Give me your autograph. And also as alternative to other things. I mean, plastic was invented as a way to save rhinos or elephants, because their ivory, their tusks, and all that were being used for pool balls. I think isn't that what plastic was like initially invented for? Sounds awful. Yeah, it's like a continuous, revenue stream. Even though the best thing is always reuse, repurpose, recycle. That is what you want to do. He's like, oh wait. I mean, resin, even biodegradable resin, it depends. We'll see about that. Still isn't good for the environment. And also resin, isn't it? Well, I guess it depends on what type of resin. Like, there's so many types of resin. Just like there's thousands of different types of plastics, right? He's like, nope. Polyester is a great thing for me, Adrian. He's like, I don't care about the environment because I'll just fix it, Well, when I get both the Miraculouses, man, what a terrible, yeah, what's it called, finale. Because he's a big sponsor. Oh yeah. He's like, yeah, you know, it's kind of like do you know how much money I make? You know, I'm able to, give her a great life. And also, if it was that much pollution, in the rivers, people know what the damage of the pollution is. I mean, it's kind of like the people who smoke cigarettes, as an example. They know the damage it does. They don't care. Oh no, Chloe's back. This is an alternative universe. Oh no, they're showing other places in the world. Okay. I mean, the thing is that a biodegradable fan, for example, if it is just a single-use fan, you could probably produce hundreds of plastic fans for the same impact on the environment as one, like a paper fan. Like, the plastic in itself isn't the problem. It is disposal of the plastics that is the problem. If you're able to keep it contained, make it, inform people to maybe make it so that, what's called, make it easier for people to discard their plastics in safe ways. That's what you want, if you really truly cared about the environment. And now we're getting the acclimatization. And obviously he's gonna go after Gabriel Agreste. Because, I mean, he's like, oh, Gabriel, that motherfucker. Maybe he's gonna go after the kids first. I mean, this episode has been so boring. And I mean, I also understand the messaging behind the episode. Like, yeah, sure, cleaning the rivers and all that, it's actually a good thing. It's good. Coming up with alternatives, that's great. But it seems like, and also, the people protesting all that are children. So it's understandable that they're fucking stupid. And they don't know how to actually improve the environment, like how you would do it in a good way, because we live in a world you're not going to be able to remove plastics altogether. Now maybe they're only going after like single-use plastics. Maybe that's something you could work on, even though, well, I guess it also depends. Like, if you have the thing of like, we can make it so that people will take care of single-use plastics in a good way, but are they gonna do it? Let's just make it. Let's take the initial damage, like the higher damage of creating single-use biodegradable things. Because, I mean, the thing is that if those biodegradable things are just in a landfill, they're gonna produce methane because they're anaerobic. And he just makes them into plastic statues. Man, the fact that this is the way they're ending, they're deciding, this is what we want for Ladybug and Cat Noir. It makes me feel like, man, was season 5 up until, the, the finale, was it just a fluke? Was season 5 really, really good by a mistake? Like, that's the feeling I'm feeling from this. The season 5 overall, the fact that it was really good in my opinion, was kind of like a mistake. They didn't actually mean for it to be that good. You know, and who knows, maybe we'll be able to plow. Is this a new song for the transformation? Because I don't recognize this song. I mean, obviously this song right here is like Miraculous. Yes, I understand that, but with that tone and all that, is that new for this episode? Well, let's hope Adrian hasn't made it home yet. Oh, good job, Gorilla Man. You tried. I mean, you did better than most. Did better than the police. Like, was it Gabriel Agreste that forced you? Oh god. Well, I mean, I guess the plastic on that car is really strong. Because, I mean, it didn't dent. I mean, make a bill to be like, yeah, you know what? The companies that produce these single-use plastic and all that, they're gonna have to pay to clean it up. And then they might go, you know what? It might be cheaper now to not make single-use plastics. It might be cheaper to do these recyclables, whatever. And I mean, I'm sorry, what can I say? Like, I'm so bored. Okay, she blocked it. Okay, the episode is soon over, thank God. I was kind of like, maybe I'll skip ahead 2 minutes, but no. To show that, it's immune to plastic, his plastic powers. Maybe we can use plastic for good. Recycle it. Okay, they're gonna... That's the point. So even when it explodes, that's fine. And I wonder when she uses her healing thing, Is it gonna put the plastic back into the waters, or... Obviously, that's not gonna happen. But... I mean... Okay. Bye bye, Megakuma. Man, oh god. This was a slog. Yeah, I will say this show hasn't done the best thing when it comes to their environmental episodes. Like, it could be like, the thought behind it might be good. Might be. Because I actually think the people behind this are smarter. They know that their plans that they're trying to put forward is retarded, it's stupid. They know that's the case. But they don't care. Right? Because I guess the whole point is that actually... I mean, we'll see. I mean, I do think Paris, at least, is like trying to clean up the river in real life. So, we'll see. Oh, alright. Just like that. And obviously, you're gonna see an increase in the beginning of carbon and shit, because those things produce more carbon than plastics. Because, I mean, plastic isn't really doing that much damage up there. It's mostly down there, with the microplastics and like the destruction of the groundwater and all that when the plastic breaks down. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, plastic is just carbon. The carbon links are very, very strong. That's all plastic is. Because it's made from crude oil. Yeah, I don't know. The episode was like, meh. Was there anything positive? No. Because, I don't know. I can't think of anything positive for this episode. It's not like, nice seeing these characters again. At least that's a no. Especially not... The episode also looked very weird. Like, maybe if the episode was, like, well animated. But it felt very cheap. Maybe they were forced to make an episode like this because I assume that the company behind Miraculous probably are very negative in their carbon emissions and all that stuff. Because I'm sure they sell toys and all that and made of plastics and all that stuff, right? And the government's like, alright, you know what? We found so much miraculous shit in the river. Who knows how many plastic coverings for the toys of Ladybug and Cat Noir and all the other characters. So, make this episode, alright? We're ordering you to make this episode as a thing to increase your company's green score. To me, that's what this episode felt like. It didn't actually feel like an episode that's trying to be like educate people that might not be like that well educated, or just getting some PEAHC, out there. Like, you know what? We're trying to clean the river. There's the problems, the plastics. Because, I mean, that river in real life, I don't think it's the plastics that's the problem. It's the waste management. Like, the shit and stuff is the problem, right? Because France don't separate between fresh and wastewater, they just dump it all in the same place. I think that's the actual problem in real life. That makes it like toxic. That's my opinion. I don't know. Like, will I watch? If they do decide to do like a season 6 of Miraculous, will I watch it? The way I feel at the moment, no. So I'm probably not gonna watch it as it comes out in the beginning. I might wait until a couple episodes are out and then maybe see what people say. If people say, you know what, it actually is pretty good, I'll give it a chance. But if it is kind of like, no, you know what, there really isn't like a big improvement or whatever, you know, then I'll go, you know what, season 5. 5 seasons, that's enough for me. Yeah, I don't know, like after the finale, I really don't want to go back to Miraculous. And also after the movie and then after this, it makes me go even more like, oh man, was the good times just a fluke? Like, was it just unintentional on the behalf of the people working on it? I hope not. I hope they actually tried and it wasn't just a fluke. But I don't know. It feels like it when you watch something like this.